Hello, you beautiful mother duckers. Open Darkwing here once again for a weekly recap. As you can tell, that the fact that I'm dropping a video instead of live streaming, there's no live streaming later today. Lots of stuff kind of happened last minute, and I'm hosting a couple people over for the Super Bowl, which is today. So we are going to be getting ready for that, getting things picked up, cleaned up. All that for 6:30 Eastern kickoff time. So that's kind of why we're doing the video here. So there's going to be no streaming this week. Next weekend, there's no streaming. It's my birthday weekend, plus a bunch of other stuff going on. They're doing a birthday party for my niece and a whole bunch of stuff kind of going on next weekend as well. So I'm looking at the earliest being the last weekend in February for possible stream, or pushing it off until March. I don't know yet. I will know a little bit more next week when I record the weekly update, so stay tuned for that. Also, as always, Discord down in the description, or Telegram, which I think you can get from Discord. I don't know if I even have my Telegram update channel posted or not. I will post in the description so that you can have that, and I'll add that to the list of stuff in the description. So I did, however, get clarification and schedule set up. I am going back to school starting March 20th. So that's going to be a few days a week for a few hours plus homework stuff. So we're going to see how schedule goes for all that, and I'm not 100% sure if I'm ready to go back to school, but it's been a while. But I'm actually really excited about this. Instead of getting an associate's degree, pushing into a bachelor's degree just yet, I'm starting by getting a technical certificate, and then they told me that I can push that to an associate's degree after it's done if I want to. I believe with a full-time schedule, which is required by my GI Bill, I should get my technical certificate by May of next year if I go through the summer. So we'll have to see how that all works out. But yeah, I'm really looking forward. It's a visual communications cert. I'm kind of looking forward to it. It'll help me kind of get a better grasp on real world environmental stuff or real environment stuff from what I'm doing now. So it's kind of like just adding a little bit of knowledge, and I think I've covered that before. So speaking of edits and editing and creating stuff, really cool news. I've wanted to do more with maps and stuff, especially with Flight Sim. You can do some really fun stuff with that. And I've been looking at Google Earth. So they had like a little application thing for the Google Earth Studio, which is like Google Earth on steroids for creating stuff. And I got accepted to utilize Google Studio or Google Earth Studio. So hopefully coming up in this week's, if not this week, I might play with it a little bit more, but coming up with this week's flight simulator video and the series, because it's going to be a 4-flight series coming up starting on Wednesday. I don't know if I'm going to have the Google Earth integration into it yet or not. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do with that yet. I know there's some stuff that I want to try and I want to do, but you know, it should pan out pretty well. It'll add another layer of complexity to kind of the cinematics that I like to throw into these videos. Speaking of, it will be the next 4 videos will be the citation longitude with the new update. And I kind of feel like I should address that. I kind of made a mistake. Well, not a mistake. It's more of an oversight on my part. So I know that the Longitude, with the update, with the new Aircrafts and Aeronautics update 1, it was going to be really popular because it got completely overhauled. All brand new avionics for it. The aircraft itself is much more usable, etc., etc., etc. My last video that I have with the Longitude was filmed before the update. And while I said that in the opening, I think people were trying to get the updated version. And while no one has specifically told me this, YouTube analytics let me do things like looking deeper into watch time, where people watched, and there is a sharp, steep drop off from the moment that I said, this is not the update, this is the old Longitude. I'm sorry for that. Like I said, not a mistake. I'm still very proud of the cinematics that I put out for it, and I want to up it, obviously, going forward. But I'm really kind of sorry that it almost felt like a bait and switch, and I did not mean to do that. That was not my intention. I had the footage before the update. I used it, and it kind of threw people off. So, 2 things that I'm learning off from that. One is that when there's a major update, get new footage from the update. And 2 is not to make the same mistake twice. So, the Honda Jet, which is another plane that I love flying and I want to show off really bad because I've got some really cool stuff that I want to do with it. They are working on their version 2 right now since the flight simulator update came out. I am not recording or putting out any Honda Jet videos until that version 2 comes out. I'm gonna be focusing on the Longitude, and then once this ferry flight's over with, I will probably work on either a Grand Caravan one or a TBM. I have to look at the TBM to see what updates there are from there, and if the improvement mod post AAU1 adds to it or takes away. So I'll have to do some kind of maneuvering around and figuring out which aircraft model I want to use for that. But it will probably be then the Cessna Grand Caravan. It will either be that plane or something else along those lines, but I'll be flying it down to South America. So that will be a lot of fun to kind of figure things out. But yeah, what's going to be coming out for at least for the next 4 weeks is going to be the new Longitude with the update. And it will be my ferry flight idea of taking it from Textron Aviation in Wichita, Kansas, and flying it to Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. So it'll be across the US, across the pond, down through. So it's going to be pretty much going outside of New York to Ireland, from Ireland to Cairo, and then from Cairo into the UAE. There'll be a mix of day and night flying in there. Not too much like night flying, but like dusk or dawn, where I may take off in the dark and then watching a sunrise or watching a sunset with a night landing. There'll be some variations kind of tossed in there. I've got some map editing stuff that I want to do prior to doing the Google Earth stuff. I might play around with some Google Earth stuff. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I haven't really played with it since I got the email saying that I got accepted. So if it's something I can do quickly into, that I have an idea in my head that I want to do, then I'll utilize the Google Earth Studio. Otherwise, that will be in the next series of videos. So, recapping, we're going to be flying the new Longitude. We're not flying the Honda Jet till version 2. Once that does come out, I've got some flight ideas for that I want to do. I also want to do some full flights. I don't know how I'm going to do that just yet. I have not played with VATSIM, so I'm not doing anything with ATC yet. There's some AI ATC stuff that I kind of want to play around with and see if we can't do something with them. That might be interesting. The full flights will be smaller, shorter flights that are over either somewhere that's kind of spectacular visually or something. I don't know yet exactly what I'm going to do for these full flights, but I do want to do some full flights. So I've mentioned Minecraft a couple of times in these updates, and I had a massive problem this week. For a long time, I was storing all of my footage on one hard drive, and then I was pulling footage over when I was editing it to a solid state drive that I have because I can do the edits and it keeps up with the reads writes faster than an older hard drive that I had because it was a very old hard drive. I was pulling my Minecraft footage, which was about between 15 and 16 hours of Minecraft going through with commentary and everything else. I was pulling that over to start chopping it when everything kind of went haywire and went sideways, and it corrupted all of that Minecraft footage. About 2 terabytes worth of Minecraft footage got corrupted out pretty quick. And I lost it all. I managed to slowly, it took me a couple of days to do it, pull off the other unused footage that I had from that hard drive before the hard drive kind of went completely kaput. I didn't save everything. There's a bunch of old Flight Sim video stuff. There's some old Elite Dangerous stuff and Star Citizen stuff that I lost. So I lost quite a bit of footage off of this hard drive in a failure. I was able to get a new hard drive. The wife was wonderful enough to buy me a new hard drive to replace it. So I've got a brand new Western Digital black drive. Pretty hefty, pretty good size for a while. It'll keep me going for a while. But Minecraft is delayed until much later in the year. I wanted to have that as a second series. That's being pushed off for another idea that I want to do prior to that. So Minecraft content is on hold for a while. I'll probably wait till summer or after summer to kind of start incorporating that in as I get school schedule, filming schedule, kids schedule, all that stuff put together. I'll have something good at that point to kind of bring it back in. Instead of Minecraft for a second series, I wanted to go back and tap into some of my nostalgia. I'm turning 40 next week. And it kind of made me start thinking, the dawn of the computer age, the home PC age, started kind of in the 80s. It ramped up heavy in the 90s and 2000s. And I kind of want to go back through my history of computer gaming and my history with computers a bit and kind of talk about, little episodes here and there where we go back and we play some of these old classic computer games. We explore old Windows, old Macintosh stuff, because I had an old Mac Plus. I played with old Macintosh stuff. I played with old PC stuff from DOS through Windows 3.1, Windows 95 and 98, all the way through. So we've got some games that we're going to explore from that era. We've got some other programs, and probably for me, what I would consider the most influential game I've ever played. And I think that's going to surprise you guys. So I'm really looking forward to this. It's going to be kind of a mix of nostalgia review, of memories as I play these things, of certain things that kind of come out. So it's going to be a little bit more of a raw look into my past gaming, what's kind of going on. I've got some overlay ideas that I'll throw up for it, taken from way back in my streaming days. of some overlay ideas. So I'm really looking forward to this. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think. I have my old Nintendo 64 laying around that I'll plug in. I've got some Super Nintendo stuff that we'll talk about. I've got some GameCube stuff I want to talk about. So it's all going to kind of coalesce into a series of just old games, my history with gaming, my history with computers back in the day, and kind of piecing together some crazy fun stuff. Anyway, I want to say a big heartfelt thank you for the support from the last video, even though it was kind of a bait and switch. I appreciate all the feedback that I get all the time. Please comment, like, subscribe. If you like what you see, let me know with the like button. If you want to see something different, let me know in the comments. Subscribing's free. It's easy. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys all next weekend. Till then, quack quack, mother duckers.